Yes, greetings, family.
Greetings,
Indeed,
family.
we're here once again, and these photos, these images or symbols, as we would like to call them, are part of the representation of our common goal and common understanding. We see the three circles as the elemental principles to a man. The first circle being himself,
Yes.
mostly, and also his most trusted advisors.
The mother, which is the closest person to you because she's the gives birth to you and she's very nurturing and caring. So that's your pillar, that's your central pillar right there. Because anytime you need help, you go to your mother. She is always there for you.
And also within that circle, you have your close family, which are people who may be very instrumental in creating you, but also you have your your ride or die. You have your essential pillars as well, such as maybe a close brother, somebody who has been very instrumental in raising you and keeping you protected and safe. You have your very trusted mentors,
Yeah.
particularly your most focused mentor, seeing as you must consolidate many of your teachings into one individual so that you may learn at a reasonable pace.
Yeah.
We have this individual also as a father figure or as a greater teacher who
Yeah.
is actually shaping your reality and
Yeah.
allowing you
Yeah.
to step into your future self, which
Yeah.
is mastery.
Yeah.
What is the importance of this first circle, would you say?
The importance of this circle is you basically. It's your that's where your strength is focused on. That's the point of the most power
So it's a focus or
that you're
concentrate.
pushing out. That's the point which the greatest force is being exerted away from you. Because as the force gets further away, it becomes diluted.
Indeed, indeed, brother. So we centralize into this point where we consolidate our greatest ideas, our greatest self image, our concepts of life and reality. Now we move out to
The second circle.
the second circle or pillar, which we see as very instrumental as well, because these are your close friends,
Friends.
your counselors, your
Exert.
advisors, who are actually putting forward new ideas and new concepts into you so that you may use them
Yeah.
and that you may actually
Yeah.
implement them in
Yeah.
your own first circle,
Yeah.
your first
Concept.
concepts and actions
Yeah.
that you're going to take.
Yeah. And these people are going to be like your people who are give you unconditional love and care and attention. They will always be there for you. They will always guide you. They will always watch your back. And I also say something that might be powerful there. The father can also take that second circle. And I'll tell you why. Because the mother is in the center, she's a nurturing principle. The father is the person who protects the kids and the mother, which is in the center.
True. And many
Yeah.
times when you observe the movement of a father, your father may not necessarily serve as your direct mentor. So that is why your mentor may be closer to you than that be of your father, since the seed that he provides is from an external force and the protection is from a separate force. It lets you realize that the potency, the most power, it would be necessary in the second circle, along with close friends. And a father has been known to do what? To closely observe your circle of friends, your close friends
Yes.
being your second circle. So that means he even guards your second circle from anyone who is weak or is wary with negative intentions.
Now, as we speak of this, look at most of the kids who do not have a father figure in their life. They do not have that second circle that is strong or rooted with the father's principle. So, anything that comes from the fourth circle, which is the world, automatically comes into the main circle and cause havoc because the father principle is not there to guard against the influences that may come in.
So for a fact, the influences coming in from the world must be filtered by the Father. So the Father sets forward your task, your path, your morals, your form of dress and appearance. The father is what dictates your second circle's appearance and how you present yourself to the world. So when people look at you, they often will see your father because your father is normally the closest and most natural circle to you.
Yeah.
He represents you. And your second circle are also people who will necessarily have to represent you. They must represent you. And it normally consists of these close advisors who later on you will share your plans with. Now, I want to bring into a concept, Jazzy. I'd like you to really express to the people your understanding of this right now, because it's something that is new, it's revolutionary, and we're utilizing an ancient symbol. We are going to realize this in the form of a symbol that everybody knows. It's called,
The yin and yang.
and when we speak of yin
Yin
and
and yang.
yang,
We're speaking about the two opposite principles, the two forces which must be balanced in order to create consistency.
and looking at the three circles,
Let's put it into the second symbol which is present. Now you have the two circles in the center going around each other. They are orbiting it. Just like the Earth and the Moon orbits each other. They go around. You have that cycle going on there. That's your first and your second circle. That's the mother principle and that's the father principle. That's you and your friends. These are your most inner circles closest to you. And they go around each other, solidifying you in a sense.
so this is a practice we refer to as yin yang. It is where your first and your second circles interact. They begin to spin in opposing forces so that they create what is similar to one movement, one in a circle. But we understand that it is the two first circles who have just diverged themselves and are now able to create one strong force in the center. Now we call this yin yang a vital life principle because it provides us the solidity to move throughout life with the understanding and support of our loved ones. Seeing your closest, first and foremost, your family, and then your closest friends, moving together in a current. This is seemingly harmonious and creates a flow that is exactly proportional to what has been known as the ancient symbol of yin and yang. So when we yin yang, we look at the strength of our mixture, the thickness, and we also look at the potency, its true and ultimate strength concerning that, because without that strength in the second circle, when you yin yang, it becomes obsolete.
It becomes weak.
And furthermore, the third circle, which is the world, which is those that exist around your inner circles, must be tested and trialed as the second circle because it is most dear, is most near to your inner two circles.
Now let me break it down further. You have colors. So let's say you have two different colors. When those colors come together, they create a new color. This is yin and yang. So you have two colors going around each other, spinning to form a new color, which is the reality. And that's what happens to everyone. So your circles that are spinning around each other, which is you, your mother, your friends, and your father, they spin to create you, which is you as your own color. So going back to the first circle, when I talk about the father principle being vital, if kids don't have the father principle in the second circle, the spinning force cannot be generated to create you, your own unique color. There will always be something missing.
There will always be a force that is potentially weak. So that is why we must strengthen ourselves and our households with potent male figures who may serve as mentors in the circle of our family and our close friends, and will also serve as the pillars for the movement which we call yin yang. And another reason why this is important, it also lets you test those who you have selected from the world. I say your third circle is the world. Rather, it is the world that you have selected to be in. So perhaps when your third circle is created, consider the reality, the future, the vision that you are going forward with. So therefore, when we create our own reality for our own unique color, we will draw forward a world which is nearest to us, which serves even as a second circle, which is our closest form of reality, our closest and most familiar reality. Notice how even in this image that we have, there's still another circle afterwards, and that is the reality which cometh from it, which is the world or the people in extension that you are looking to sting and to push different ideas, different concepts to them that they may draw and learn from.
Indeed, brother. Indeed, brother.
In final words, I mean, what do you have for the people concerning, you know,
Well, in the final words, let us go look at the last picture over there, which summarizes the attack. This arrow shows, okay, but there are always going to be influences that's going to try to hit your pillar circle, which is a central circle. And if the male principle is not there to guard you from the world, your central pillar is going to be weakened. So, in conclusion, let's keep our two circles as strong as possible. Primarily, the central circle, which is you, the mother principle, the nurturing principle, and let's keep our second circle just as strong, because that circle is just as important than to the first circle, which guards you from the world, the male principle, and your closest friends, your closest advisors.
Scorpion shielded? I mean, indeed, give thanks, brother, and may we enter into the future with finesse and with beautiful courage, because many of what these symbols represents have been selected by us, and throughout this process, we have an ingenious method of bringing forward new ideas and concepts to the world. So we dare not linger, we dare not confide in anyone who is foolish, but we rather make consistent progress, the consistent flow to create our reality.